What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you guys today about the NBA Finals. I'm going to be giving you guys my NBA Finals prediction on who I think will win. So this is how it's going to go. I'm just going to break down to both teams and just show you their advantages and their weaknesses and so on and so forth. So before we get into that, the good news is Gary Payton II, who plays for the Warriors, is expected to play Game One. That is a good thing to hear because he's one of their best defensive players. I believe he's their second best, sitting behind Draymond. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. So we got the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors going up facing off against each other in the NBA Finals. So, as we know with the Golden State Warriors championship team, they have that championship experience, they have that championship DNA. So, looking at the Golden State Warriors, we have unanimous MVP Stephen Curry. Also, we have the Splash Brothers, Steph and Clay. But also, there's a third Splash Brother that we haven't mentioned, or if you've seen it, or if you haven't, Jordan Poole. We also have Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, Defensive Player of the Year. He's known for that. And I just think for this team, the Golden State Warriors are in a similar situation as the Miami Heat. They lack size because let me tell you, Boston has some big guys on their team. This is Boston Celtics, great defensive team. They're the best defense. They have the best defensive team in the league, and it's gonna be issues for Curry because Curry is not really a defensive player. That's not his specialty. He's known for playing offense. He can score. He has great dribbling ability, and I believe that can cause problems for Boston as well. So the thing with Golden State is, like I said, they have that championship experience. Andrew Wiggins is gonna have to put up a great scoring performance. He's gonna have to play on both ends of the ball. Jordan Poole, I know who's a guy who comes off the bench. He can put up 27 plus points. He's done it once before against the Grizzlies. I mean, he's put up 27, and then later on he puts up like 30 points. So he's known for that. And like I said, with lack of size, to go more in detail with that, Golden State doesn't really have that many big guys on their team. I mean, James Wiseman is their biggest player, but he's still dealing with the injury, so he's going to be back next year. He's 7 foot. Then you got Iguodala, who's 6'9", Draymond 6'6", and then you have one player on their roster who's like 6'8", and then the rest of their players, like most of the players I've seen on their roster, like from below 6'6", they're like 6'5", and then Curry's 6'2", 6'2" or 6'3". So Curry can do multiple things, and so can the rest of these players on the Warriors roster. They just have to trust the process, trust one another, because teammate chemistry is a big thing. You have to believe in your players, and even if your players having a bad game or just basically having a bad performance, you pick them up and say, "Hey, we got to do this." So moving on to the Boston Celtics, Boston, like I said before, they have the best defensive team in the league. What hurts the Boston Celtics, in my opinion, is they have a great defense, but they play overly aggressive. This is a physical team. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Williams the third, and also the other Williams, number 12. This hurts them, the Al Horford, because Jaylen Brown is known to get into early foul trouble, but somehow, some way, in certain situations, even if he's like has like 4 fouls in the first half or first quarter or the first half or whatnot, he comes back in the second quarter. He's just like nonstop. He just finds a way to not get fouled, and he just makes the best out of his situation. And the thing with Jason Tatum, even with Draymond, players get fouled a lot. They get called for fouls a lot, and they just have to keep their emotions in check. Same with Jason Tatum. I feel like he has to keep his emotions in check, not to get upset when a foul is called on him, even though it might not be his fault. He just has to, be aware of that. Just be aware of like, hey, we got a game to play. Hey, that little petty tick for tat fouls, okay, it's a foul. A foul is a foul. Just go ahead and play the game. And Marcus Smart, these guys are just talented. This is a talented Boston team who has a lot of potential, and they are hungry, and they're going to give, without a doubt, they're going to give Golden State a run. There's no doubt in my mind about that. They're not going to make it easy for Golden State. Out of all the NBA finals I've ever watched, in the NBA history, like, come on now. No NBA finals has been easy for each team. Each team doesn't give an inch, doesn't give up an inch. They're like, okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what our team could do, and I'm gonna show you what I can do. So I got the Golden State Warriors winning this because they have championship experience. They know what it's like to be in the championship. They know what it's like to be in the finals. They know what it's like to win, and they know what it's like to lose in the finals. And so, one more thing before I end the show. There was a video I seen. This was after the Celtics beat Miami. There was a video with Jaylen Brown. He got drafted in 2017. And so this was before the draft. The Warriors were in the NBA Finals, and I seen in the video he was talking to Iguodala, and then he said that one day he was going to be in the finals. Look at him now; he's in the NBA Finals, and so these are things you speak positive and you manifest it. You speak into existence, but you let it come to pass. You actually put in the work to get there. Saying it is the first step. Is the first step. The next step is you putting in the work to get to the finals. And so that's what he did. He ended up getting on a great team and making it work, and did what he had to do to get there. All right, that is all for today's episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.